Hey guys, it is me, Kisame Unlimited.
And I still hate the ban list 24.
And in this video, me and Spidey are going to be counting down our top 10 hated decks of the year.
This is his list. I've never heard it.
Oh, so this is going to be mine. You're going to do yours to do. Oh, okay. Alright. You see, for me, it's like, there's one card that I just don't like in that deck. I don't like how that stone summons that fucking white dragon gets rid of my back row.
Oh!
Because he does it during that end phase.
White dragon spirit, yeah.
And I'm just like...
Fuck that card, yeah.
That one little maneuver is just that... You know what it is? The way I look at it is like... Just walk in my direction. Just walk over there.
Hey, Anthony. Oh!
That's what that card does. It's just like... He just like tries to trip you. Because they literally tribute that to summon the silver one. You see, the silver one, at least he comes on the field with some dignity. He's just like, oh, this is who I am, what I'm about. That card's just like, hey. And then someone's just like, the fuck you gonna do? Back out. And then that asshole comes and he's just like, so what would I miss? And I'm like, get that fag that just walks out of here, back in. I'd fuck her, spit in my face, and then he calls his older brother to come here. I'll fuck both of you off. Fuck both. Get you back. You know how I am. I hate shit that don't sit still. Yeah. so for me, you ain't gonna.
Ooh, he runs off.
Yeah, it's like you said. It's like, don't do that disrespectful shit to me. I think you can just walk off. I'm gonna say this.
Phony Man Unlimited.
No. You can call me that. You can call me hypocrisy as much as you want. I've played Monarchs from the beginning that they came out. I threw them as, my fun little staple, my master deck,
You played some Monarchs as
I played Ryzen, Caius, like every other fucking 14, 15-year-old kid.
You never played the Fire one or the Earth one.
I've never played the Earth one. I played the Fire one.
I don't know when they were relevant, when they came out.
When they came out, no.
We were not.
Later on, when I played Frog Monarchs, then I played the Fire one.
Okay.
For like a short period.
Okay.
But the thing is when Monarchs came when Monarchs came out, I played them, and then when Frogs were utilized with them with Treeborn, I played that. When they made Formula Monarchs with Fishborg, I played it, and I was like, I like this deck.
And I remember saying when they made the Supreme ones, the bigger ones,
and I even played them.
But then you didn't like them when they made the cutoff.
When they made Monarchs as a standalone whole deck, which, I mean, I'm happy that Monarchs had the ability to be a standalone deck, that they didn't have to lean on other cards to be tribute fodder, and that they were themselves their own boss monsters.
And they had little monsters too.
I liked what I saw. It was the way they played where I was just like, now why'd you gotta go and do all that? Why'd you gotta...
stun your opponent.
Why did you have to look at your opponent and get... That deck, in my opinion, the moment when they became that kind of play style, they got such a bad name.
Yeah.
And they weren't like that. They were like... a deck that, you would hear, like, positive things about, not negative. It's like you date this person for, like, 5 years, you think you know what they're about, and then they're like, nope! It's just like, actually, I'm a dude. It's like finding out, like, there's this secret side to them, then you're like, where the fuck has this been?
Yeah.
And then...
That's all my ex-girlfriends.
So... then you should see how I feel. You let someone close into your heart, and then they spit and step on it. That's what Monarchs did to me.
I understand what you're saying.
So that's it.
Yeah.
So, it's just, the thing I don't like about Alistair is that I just don't like how you get him right the fuck back. I feel like he's like almost, it's like free fusion every turn. It's like, I feel like it's yet again, it goes back to Shadal's to me a little.
I know it does. It's the same thing.
Because I don't like free shit. What didn't I say this a long time? You can't have big field with like big hands.
Free health insurance? No, you fuckers better pay for your shit.
Because I don't like that. How dare you get all this shit?
For free.
That's how I look at him. I look at him.
How dare you get free health insurance for free? How dare you be alive?
And then your cards come on the field, could attack a gajillion times, and then you could just negate Yeah. And then you could just be like, heh, and then summon out another one next turn. I don't like them.
I don't like them either.
Yeah, little assholes.
Everything you're going to say about them, I agree.
Because you know what it is that I don't like about that deck? Originally, when I saw all those cards, I was just like, huh, so I can't do absolutely anything to you. So then I was like, all right, well, I'll just pass because I know that motherfucker's going. And then I lived in that world and I was perfectly cool with them. And then out of nowhere, I'm like dueling people and they're like, all right, I'm using this time. And then there's like, oh, there's a few new ones. You know, I'm like, whatever. They all do the same shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, one time, when one guy was just like, and then
you're like, what?
It was like once that card like hit me, knocked all my spells and traps, all my monsters, because I think they have a card that do both. And I'm just like, all my shit left, and I was like, wait, you can't do this. Yeah, we can. And I was just like, then how am I going to do anything? You just have to hope I run out of my shit, and it just goes back. You know, like, all right, and I keep passing, hoping that there's going to be something that's going to be like, well, I guess that brick this turn. But no, I end up fucking going into this hoping for a brick, and it doesn't happen, and I get knocked again. No, don't try to lead me on thinking that I could hit you. Fuck you. Now, I like Thunder Dragons. I do. I play that shit in prank.
This is your most hated deck.
Yeah.
You started off. I like them.
I do. That's my double standard deck. That's the deck where it's like, I'm like, and then when I'm on the opposite side, you disrespectful dude. You're a mean man. How could you?
How do you sleep at night?
And then I realized I am that person on the other side. But you know what it is? It's like, the way I look at it is, it's that when you go to like knock it out, and then it's just like, no problem, I got it. Then I banish it. Then it's like, you know, I'm trying to get rid of you, and you're plussing off of my struggles.
Oh, so like Burning Abyss was for me back in 2016.
It's just, the getting around, you know, the Thunder Dragon, him in itself, is just difficult. But, and his summoning cost is easy as hell. But having him have all them, you know, resources in the grave that not only get off, and he stays on the field, what am I gonna do?
Danklaw.
Danklaw.
Fuck them! I know this is your list. And I didn't write it on mine.
Now, for me, you know what I just
Get your shit off.
Now, the thing I don't like about that deck...
Everything.
I could deal with Lagi and Goka. I don't mind them as much when they eventually pop up when they do. You see, for me, it all boils down to Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
Fuck it.
He's the one that... Because you know what it is?
God.
And I really can't stand the other ones. What are those cards?
The Ultimate Tyranno?
No.
True King of Calamities. I use this.
You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Him. He's on my top 10 hated cards.
Alright.
That card's a cunt.
Card's so easy to get around. I've summoned him a million times and people just like, fuck him.
How do you do that?
I summon him and people just like...
I know, I'm generally like confused because I don't know how to fucking deal with that. I see that and I end. And I just quit.
Well, I think that's just because of the way you play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because the only way I...
your turn and he'll say, I activate this, so now all your monsters turn to this and they can't activate their effects.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you need your effects. If you can't use your effects, you can't do anything. That's just your play style. Most people just go to Spell and Trap Call and say, fuck him.
But you see, an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, I never had... Like, he's like in my opinion, just as like Fairy Tail Snow. Just like a card that in the perfect moment that you're ready to do something, and I'm just like, I don't need you to fuck with my board during my turn.
Finally, something I can talk about. Fuck them. Fuck everything about them. I hate their artwork. I hate their effects. I hate fucking Psyframe Lord Omega. Yep. I don't care if it's limited.
I hate the whole deck.
It could be banned. I don't give a shit.
I think the
Fuck the field spell that lets you, like, stops the card from being used, and then all of that. Fuck them. I hate their play style. I don't have anything. I pass. Alright, I tell you. No, you can't do nothing. If I ever played against somebody in real life and they played that deck, I would fight them. I would physically, I would like, What's that called? Yo. What's that?
Like, I'm gonna activate my secret ability. Hold on! I should definitely pay. I mean, if I played Cyframes, that's exactly how I would do it. It's like I summon Alistar. Hold on!
I'm the gate you summon.
He's gone!
And I get a monster.
And then the guy comes on the field like, oh.
You know what I hate about
I should have had V8.
I hate that deck mainly. It's gonna be on my list, but I really hate that deck because it's one of those decks where they don't have it. Their turn is your turn.
Prankers don't like that.
I hate that. Don't do that. And don't negate all my shit. And don't jump on the fucking field. And if you play that card in front of me, ugly. I'm gonna act like I never seen that card before. What if I read it? If I get a closer look at it? Oh, yeah, sure, bro. Check it out. It's really good. It's a secret rare shit. As they're ripping, you can see like a smile on my face. Fuck!
How dare you come on the fucking field and say your cards are my cards?
And nice cards you got there. Mind if I sacrifice them?
Like, I was like, and it's like you don't know when it's coming either.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just like, well, my card's gonna. I'm like, where did it come?
Yep.
Where's my shit?
And then I hate that. I'm like, oh, I'm sacrificing. Oh, he's giving me a kaiju. Nope.
Ain't one of their cards. You're just like, I can't be kaiju. And I was just like, I ended up giving like something else. I was just like,
and then all the little crush cards, all the crush card viruses that they have, all those little viruses.
Your cards are my cards.
And my cards are my cards.
Yeah, I live in both lands.
Yeah, and I hate that deck. I swear to God, I hate that deck. It's in my list, honestly. And I hate that deck mainly because of the fact of all the little field spell cards, and then that little monster, and then the dark card that turns all your cards into dark cards. So it doesn't matter, like, you know how certain archetype decks kind of rely on what type they are to help you search out and help you build your field. Mm-hmm. So then when they play that fucking field card, you don't ever get that shit anymore. And then you destroy your monster, and now all of a sudden I get this shitty ass token that I never fucking asked for. Oh, I hate that deck. Oh, I hate it big time. And I hate that big ass monster, that Diablos. Fuck that Diablos card.
The full build of Standard Stun. Now, when I mean that, I mean you, because you see, all the other decks I could let go, because you might like that, and if you like that, that's
I can't
fine.
fault you.
But you see, as for if you play Inspector Border Fossil Diner, that fucking shield card, the gain fucking attack, when you go out of your way, when you go out of your way.
Nigga said the whole deck list.
When you play Card of Demise, all this shit.
Like Card of Demise, Overboard Protector, Thunder King Rhino, Geico Sekka.
When you do all that in synergy, you're just making...
When you come to my house, knock on my door, ring my doorbell, walk up my steps,
break me! I don't like any deck that really focuses on fucking Black Garden. I don't like Black Garden in general. I also don't like...
black people.
In their garden.
In my garden, unless they're my slaves.
You do so much, and yet I could smell the smugness
on the other side.
Yeah, as much as Shadalls were just assholes.
It's just whoever's playing is on the side. I'm like, go.
You know what it is? They end, and then you know what it is? I feel like all they do is they don't look at me. They're looking at the life point counter and then back at me.
You sure you want to do that?
And it's like originally, anytime I see that deck, I just auto, like, just say, bye! I'm like, just like, I just, because, but I mean, at least Reincarnation is kind of like...
Oh, I hate that card. They haven't... Now you made me hit the ban list again. How dare they go after Firewall, Armageddon Knight, Destiny Hero Malicious, and fucking Bujins, fucking Tristar Reincarnation exists.
I mean, in my opinion, I'll say this. I hated the older version of Tricksters more than this version that we have nowadays, because the new version is
Sky Strikers.
Yeah, I don't mind Sky Strikers.
I don't mind.
They're annoying.
They don't annoy.
But they don't piss me off. Like, I'd rather deal with that than Dark Door. I mean, you know, the Dark Room is just like 300 extra, and like all these cards like hit on the field, and then they're like swap. There's too much of like fucking around with like my organization. I strive on order, and they will all
field control.
And it's like once you flip flop, and then I don't like you also seeing it while I'm using. You take all the shock value. You see, one thing I also like to do is, I'm a garbage Yu-Gi-Oh player. I said it before, I'm trash.
I'm a scrub.
So, you know what it is?
I'm a scrub and I'm proud.
It's like, because like a good example is, I feel like I duel people, and I'm like, I play Constellar Pollux, and they're like, oh, thank God, he's a scrub. I don't have to worry about him. And then they're like, all right, I'm comfortable. I'm going to just do whatever I want. And then I'm like, fold you, bitch! Mech Knight, Blue Sky, now get the +2 down. And then they're like, what?
Get on the fucking ground! It's like
now you die!
And I'm the type of that's a nice card you got there. You know what? I've never seen that. Secret.
You want to look at it?
Is that a secret rare? I've never seen one.
Actually, it's platinum rare.
Oh. Fuck you.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, give it a couple months. He'll be asking, is that secret rare?
Is that a secret? Is that a shit?
I've never seen one in person. Let me get my glasses.
I had somebody like 2 weeks ago. I was waiting in line.
I can see you crumble it up and eat it. No, go first.
2 weeks ago, I bought something in my job, and I was waiting in line, and then this guy said, "Excuse me," behind me, and I was like, "Yes." And the guy was like, "You saw me Unlimited, right?" And I'm like, and I was like having such a shitty day, and I was like, "Yes." And I turned back around. And then I walked away and I laughed. I said, "You're a dick. You're a dick, Anthony."
Hey, you can sign me Unlimited.
Can you give me a ride?
Like the video, comment down below. Your most hated decks. My video's coming up next Saturday, whatever. Links is in the description. If you're new, subscribe. If you're old, click the bell for notifications. Discord server, my personal channel, podcast, all that stuff that's not Yu-Gi-Oh related in the description. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon Go friend codes down there too.
Oh yeah.
So we get more friends. Send those gifts.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good day. Back tomorrow.
Stop saying that.